Hello everybody, welcome to today's live stream. I'm here on Haps again, streaming to Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. It's very great to see you here. So I performed Rachmaninoff's third concerto last Sunday and had an amazing time. I've pretty much recovered from that now after a few days of low energy. And I'm on to Saint-Saëns' fourth concerto now, which I'm going to work through on this stream. Last time I did a stream on this piece, I was working through most of the first movement. So today I'm going to go on to the second and final movement and do, if not all of it, part of it, and then do more in another stream. So welcome here. If you would like to join my birthday performance of this piece on the 10th of October, comment below saying yes please, and I will send you the link for that. You may have been invited already as well if you're on my Facebook page or on Twitter or Stage It. I'm going to be streaming it to Stage It and YouTube, so let me know if you want to join on either one. And great, I will send the link to you as well. So hello, let me just check where I'm streaming to. Okay, cool. So just to note as well, if you're watching on Twitter, I think there is still an issue with comments linking through to the stream. So if you comment and I don't see it, apologies for that, but Twitter needs to sort that out as well. So here we go. So I'm going to get straight into this now. So this concerto, as I mentioned before, it's in two movements, and I'm just going to play parts of the end of the last movement so you can see how it links in. So if I go from here. So what I love about this concerto is it's in C minor, that's the home key of this, and that. But this first movement actually closes in A flat major, which is a very distant key to that as well. But then the second movement, it launches back into the C minor harmony. So the piano starts the second movement like this. And what is interesting is that this, let's say fragment, this actually appears in the first movement, and it's like an early hint towards this final movement. So while the piano is playing these octave parts, the orchestra is playing something like this. The piano playing around that. Stuff if I slow that down for a moment, you can see more what is going on. So here, you've got all these double notes in both hands. Lots of bounciness. And then let's go on. So I like to play them short and detached mainly, so it's easier to actually play them physically as well. Sometimes if you try legato, you get stuck more. I'm not saying don't do it legato, but it's good to just work through them in different ways, you know. Now this is a cool bit here because the orchestra are playing the opening theme of the concerto again. So if I just show you here, we've got. Where you had this at the beginning. That is the opening theme of the whole concerto. So it's unified here in the second movement. So if I go on, just back up a bit. And then the orchestra plays the theme again the second time. And the piano has these quite fun parts actually. So what I like about this piece and most of Saint-Saëns' music for piano is that he writes very well for the hands, because he was a great pianist. He understood the natural shapes and patterns, I think, of the chords and different fingerings and everything. So what I find normally is when I start playing it, you know, it's pretty natural. You know, it's not. That doesn't mean it's easy. It's still difficult, but it helps when it's more natural, of course. And then the piano comes in with a B flat version of the theme. So there's a lot of really great dialogue between piano and orchestra, and like question and answer. So let me know in the comments if you're watching this live or on the replay. Do you know this concerto, or is it a brand new piece you've never listened to? And if it is, I recommend you go and listen to it after. One version I highly recommend is by the pianist Stephen Huff, because he released an album, I think in 2000 or the late 90s, around then. He released an album of the complete all five piano concertos by Saint-Saëns and other works for piano and orchestra. I think all of the piano and orchestra works, actually, apart from Carnival of Animals, that is for two pianos, but all the solo piano and orchestra works. And it's an amazing version. And I believe he is performing this piece right now as well, around on his schedule, so that's cool. I'd love to see him play that. I heard him play number 5 at the Proms 10 years ago, and that was amazing as well. So let's go on, do that again. So just check the left hand. So this is it's a great workout for the left hand. passage here because the piano is playing in 2/4 time, and the orchestra are still in 6/8, I believe. Let me just check that. 6/8, so they might have swapped over. So, oh no, what's actually happened? The orchestra are in 2 time. Actually, the piano is in 6 time, and then the piano comes to 2 time, but the orchestra are playing different rhythms, like they're playing triplets while I'm playing this. This is a very fun part of the piece. This is a new theme now of the second movement. Quite a jolly, bouncy theme. Oh, let's go. So it's a good workout again for the left hand. While all of these octaves are bouncing around, the left hand we've got. Well, it's all in the 6/8 still. Let me just check if there are any comments here. I'm not seeing any yet, but that's okay. If you're watching on the replay, say hello as well. Let me know again if you know this piece, if you've heard it. So let's go on from here. I'll just slow down there. So when practicing any piece, especially one like this, it's so easy sometimes to get into the spirit of the music and start tensing up. So this is what I'm all about, just keeping the body as relaxed as possible while still having the musical intention and the musical intensity is what I was trying to say. That's it. Even, sometimes that means practicing slowly. Section of fun dialogue between piano and orchestra, like a canon sort of thing. Oh, there we go. Lots of octave. And then if I just move forward a bit, because then we get more similar things like. So we come back to these octaves then from the start of the movement. for the tip on Haps. Great to see you there from Colorado. Thank you very much. So let's go on then. Very tricky parts. Yes, thank you, Peter. I'm just practicing before I go with my wife soon to see the new James Bond film. I'm really happy about that. It's here in Brazil. It's open today, just like in the UK, which is interesting because originally it was going to open next week, like in the USA, but doesn't matter. I'm just happy. I'm going to see it soon. So no spoilers, please, anyone, if you've seen it. I'm not looking on social media a lot till later. Anyway. Okay, let's just do that again. Yes, that's it. Okay, so I'm going to move forward now. So there's one part I'll show you quickly. This is this is interesting. It's like boogie woogie before boogie woogie was invented. So just play this part. This is it, the boogie woogie. And then we get this part that's from the first movement again. There we go. So this is the point in the second movement where the mood shifts suddenly, it gets a bit darker, and then we go into the final theme, which is a very joyful theme. Like, it's very similar to the final movement of Saint-Saëns' organ symphony, actually. It's in the same key, and in a moment I will show you that theme, but I'm just going to play this section here. So here we go. Let's clean that up. Now it's like Carnival of Animals. And then this is the theme that I mentioned a moment ago. And then the orchestra take over while I'm playing these spread chords. movements. This is rapid. Okay, so I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching. I'll continue with this next time, maybe on the weekend or next week. But it's been good today. It's been good to share this with you today. Thank you for listening. And if you want the link to the live performance on the 10th of October, just say yes below if you're watching on the replay, and then I will give you the link as well. So I'll continue this next time and work towards the end of the concerto as well. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a nice rest of your day and see you soon.